Hey, good people, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Very early morning, around almost 10 a.m., 9:45. It's a working day and half working day basically. It's a Saturday, I think, and so not much noise, but it's very hot and humid already. It feels like 42 degrees. It's getting worse. I just took shower. My room is air conditioned all the time, but you can see I'm sweating a little bit, being in the room, AC room. So you can imagine what it feels like. There are certain news that some of our roads in the off city, like not in the main division but other side of the country, the road, that pitch they have, what do you call that, carpeting, it started melting. So it's gonna be tougher times in next May, June, July, and we have to brace ourselves for it. So I would like to say, stay indoors, do not go out that much because the UV exposure is very high. And stay hydrated, avoid cold stuff. So let me quickly do a list: 10 fragrances. And these fragrances, I think, on most part, solid budget, $55 maximum for each. One of them is discontinued, but I think there's a block in my throat or something. Moment when I don't talk, I'm fine, but when I try to talk, it just feels like it's just coming up and just choking me. I'm trying to clear out the system for last 8 days, 10 days, not happening. So let's see. So the 10 fragrances I'm going to show you are budget fragrance mostly. The first one is the most budget one in the list. It's on this house called Rayhan. Try to speak slow. Rayhan, and this is called Fresh Wave. Okay, out of the whole line, and there is a huge hype on this. What is the fragrance called? Pacific? No, not Pacific. The other one, Rayhan, Ocean Rush, perhaps. Yeah, Ocean Rush. Yeah, that one they say it's a Prada L'Homme, this and that. Absolute complete BS. I never really smell anything. I mean, that smells like the cheapest fragrance out there. Very faint, doesn't last. This thing, on the other hand, I really liked, and I even like the Pacific, which smells like a little bit like Invictus. This is very affordable, under $20, $15. Comes with nice bottle, but when you see it first time, it feels a bit cheap. The cap is also a bit cheap, but for the price, this is actually very good fragrance if you like David of Cool Water. And you may say, like, why would I get this if I already have Cool Waters? To get more fresh, aquatic, less lavender, less spices, less maybe you can say green. There's more blue version of Cool Water. It's more like Maldives. If you see the water, it is transparent, it's easygoing, it's watery, and it's more modern version of Cool Water. You can say that. And for the price, I don't think it's a bad fragrance at all. And the thing is, uh, I was sent some of these fragrances from the house, but I never did any sponsored videos, which was requested, because I don't want to say stuff that sometimes I don't feel like I don't have the independence. Some reviewers don't have that, and sorry to say, this house is not a bad house, but some of the products that is pushed, it was a bit sad. Some of the reviewers, they sort of combine and try to say it's an extraordinary product. Nothing like that. It's a nice fragrance for the price. Cannot complain, and I'd like to do independent reviews. So this fragrance is called Fresh Wave. Good fragrance for summer. Very much wearable in this kind of weather. Number 9 is my scent of the morning. It's called Artisan Aqua. I'm gonna do this video, no matter how much hardship comes, man. I The worst thing right now I can do is talking. But if I don't do these videos, I will not be able to earn. Even my numbers are falling. So I do apologize if you feel these videos are disturbing to your ears. Please avoid them. But at any cost, I don't mind at all. But I have to finish my work. So this one was, I think, 2015 or 12. One of the years I went to UK. I got as a gift, as a set from my sister. And since then, this has been with me. It's one of my oldest fragrances before I started my journey. So this is a nice little perfume for people. As you can see, the bottle is very unique, very nice, like a vintage looking bottle, like back in the days. You would see from the houses, they would hang some bottles, they put some food or some seeds or cookies inside, or something that it will look like a nice art piece, at the same time useful vessel. So this is kind of like a herbal, fresh, aquatic fragrance, but Mediterranean style. It doesn't have that much citrus. Like, it has some uh, oranges and like original John Varvatos Artisan. That one has I think, what orange was that? Mostly mandarin, and stuff like that. The tag. Okay, so this one, it feels more fresh, greener version to that. It has a little bit of a lavender as well. I really like this fragrance. Recently, one of our brothers uploaded, reminded me, so I'm including this John Varvatos Artisan Aqua. Number 8, I'm going to show one of my favorite Joop fragrance, Joop Jump. Very similar to Joop Night Flight, which I had a chance to buy some 6 years back, but I didn't, and I never found a bottle again. So Night Flight was really nice. It was ahead of its time. It feels like beautiful bottle, midnight sort of a blue fragrance. So is this. I think it has heliotrope or something like that, or hyacinth. It has some other like citrusy, very unique fragrance. This is way more interesting than Dior Sauvage. Take my word for it, and it's very affordable house too. Last a decent time if you can find this style of bottles. I don't think the new bottles look like this. Joop Jump, great fragrance for all year round. Number 7 is the discontinued fragrance I was talking about. Used to be very cheap, 35, 45 bucks. Now I think its price have gone really high, but I still like it. Okay, for the price what they offered, it's a very underrated fragrance from this house because the bigger brothers took all the attention. This is called Iceman by Thierry Mugler. Okay, so this one was minty iced coffee, sort of like a nutmeg patchouli combination with a little bit of a spice, which is written all the back. Okay, I'm cheating. So it has beautiful blue juice, and the day I got it, it was few years back, and I really found it to be a good, you can say maybe a good lineup. Like let's say, could be a good flanker to Pure Energy, Pure Shot, but on its own, it's a good fragrance. So there was one more, I forgot the name, which is similar to this juice but different name. But if you cannot find it, I mean, if you can find it, give it a try. Very unique, and I like the way this piece of bottle looks. Like it looks like a piece of ice and nice curving as well. So Iceman by Thierry Mugler. Number 6, one of my favorite summer fragrances, affordable one called Polo Sport. I think fresh. Okay, so Ralph Lauren gives you a lot of juice in there. It is about 125 mil, I think, or something. Yeah, and the atomizer is nice. So this thing is very wearable, and this kind of weather, when you ask me, Joy, what would be a good fragrance? This and the next few ones, very wearable, definitely decent longevity for gym, indoors, office. It will give you like a light projection for about 1.5 hour, then it will still stay with you. But if you go, let's say 6 to 8 sprays, this will cover like at least 4 to 5 hours. Okay, for this kind of weather it's not bad, but this is not a very heavy fragrance. To be honest, the original Ralph Lauren Polo Sport I think lasts a little bit longer on me. This one, which is a great fragrance on its own right, but I don't know, this one I feel like a little bit I reach more towards. Okay, Polo Sport, and this is called Fresh by Ralph Lauren. So top 5. Number 5, another blonde style perfume, which is a classic. This one, if you never smelled, you are missing out on something of a classic. Okay, this is one of those top summer fragrance of all time, Lacoste Blanc or Lacoste White. I got this 150 ml or something. This is a big bottle, 175 ml. Yeah, so bigger bottle you buy, you get better value. So this one also have the EDP. I like that. That one is more dense and sweet, but this thing is pure, like a fresh, citrusy, musky kind of a fragrance. Is a classic. I mean, back in the days, not many fragrances were available. People used to wear this, and it goes perfectly with something like shirt like this, inoffensive, something like John Varvatos Artisan Aqua, Artisan Pure. If you like those, give it a try. Mont Blanc, Legend Spirit, similar to that. Number 4, yesterday I wore it at night time, which is called Moschino Fresh Couture. So this house, very beautiful bottle. I love the juice color. I got this first time in Malaysia in 2016, and since then I love this house. They have very over the top bottles. Some people don't understand, some people hate it. I saw comments like, I don't like this bottle in my group. One of the kids say, I would never buy this bottle, looks like Windex. That's the whole point. More and more you get in the game, if you are not a novice, then you'll understand what they're trying to do sometimes. So they are actually mocking themselves by making these bottles. And I definitely think Toy Boy, this one, and few of the other ones, they have very eccentric bottles. I love that. I give them props. Very underrated house, affordable house too. This is something I would say more deeper, bluer, sweeter, fruitier version of Versace Purum. And I definitely would say that, because what I get from this is an amazing smell. Even though this is for women, I wear this a lot. So Fresh Couture, definitely give it a try. Summer staple. Number 3. Number 3, sorry. Mankind Legend by Kenneth Cole. Is it Legend or Legacy? Legacy, sorry. I got this bottle somewhere in the last year, or I think end of winter, and I knew winter was coming. I saw these bottles, I paid a little bit more than what it's supposed to be. I paid like around 50 something, 51 or 52, I think. But this thing can be had for some pages sell 35 under $40, which is the right price. Kenneth Cole is underrated. One more underrated house like that, Moschino. This smells so tropical, so fresh, so lemony, so beautiful, so elegant, looking like a wow. Happen to be from subcontinent, you can relate. This fragrance, it reminds me sort of like Versace Menu Fresh with a lot more lemon. Really nice, really nice. Because it feels oceanic. If you imagine Invictus, they remove the sweet bubblegummy sweetness and they replace with lemon. This is what it would feel like. This is more interesting DNA than Rasasi's Hawas. It's not sweet. So it's a tart citrus followed by some woody, some fruitiness, but it screams summer. Okay. So I have a couple more that I'll finish with. Tropical freshness. This is one of them anyway. That's why it's so high up in the order. This is called Kenneth Cole Mankind Legacy. Beautiful perfume. Can be had for good price. Number two is my backup bottle. I never sprayed anything from it, and the cap is kind of loose, so I had to put a tape from the house of Carolina Herrera. Nobody in recent times would show you this fragrance. Okay, why? Because these are not sent free to reviewers. These are not being sold on official website. They want to promote. This is an old fragrance, and I don't know if it's discontinued. But the older bottles, I think I remember they had this dark side. Okay, the older version. If you could get that, get it. More potent. But even if you have this, I'll tell you one thing. Many people love CH Man. If you love CH Man, this is a better fragrance than CH Man. CH Man is more sweet, got the leather, sugary note. This one, that little bit booziness. This one got tropical watermelon. And if you love watermelon, it's such a tropical vibe. I smelled many fragrances like Melissa Imperial. Never really found the one that I really like. And there was one more Givenchy Incense Ultramarine or something. That one also has a sweet tropical watermelon, but a bit too sweet. This thing is perfection. Grassy, green, citrusy, watermelon. This should have been, some people say, the original CH Man. Such a good fragrance. Imagine like uh, you are missing out so much. Like you can pay one third of whatever is being sold right now, and you can get a banger of a fragrance. Such a stunner. Okay, this is number two. This is called Chic for Men by Carolina Herrera or Herrera. So I'll finish with one tropical goodness that I was talking about just now, Kenneth Cole. This for me is the most tropical, ozonic, sweet, underrated fragrance, which has like unique notes, but at the same time it feels familiar. This is Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct. Okay. Long time back I got this. I already made 2 reviews on this. Okay. I reviewed it, re-reviewed it, and I told you how much I love this bottle. It's like watery, wavy. This is a perfume, I would say, if you are looking for a summer fragrance, must buy. Okay. Because if you do not have this, you need to smell it. It smells like melons once again, but winter melons, like a honeydew or something like sweet citrus, watery, some sweetness, but it stays airy in the air. Something like polo blue, like how that behaves. This is one of the nicest smelling DNA. I wish it lasted like a couple of hours more, but it's okay. 3 to 4 hours, good fragrance for summer, and really love the way the bottle looks. So that's my number one, First Instinct by Abercrombie. Do let me know what are your favorites, and I would like to apologize once again for my bad health. I cannot control it. Just It's just so much pollution in the air. It's hard to believe. Read on Bangladesh weathers, you'll see we are at serious health hazard. And use a mask and keep drinking good quality water. Okay, take care. Good day from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.